Alright, this is a quick lesson of reviewing what we've learned so far. We're solving algebraically, doing some more translating and solving algebraically. Of course, I don't want you to forget about graphing, right? If it asks you to solve it graphically, we do need to know how to graph. So a quick reminder, right? This first equation, I love it. You know why I love it? It's in y equals form. So I don't have to do anything to it except identify my slope and my y-intercept. This is my work. My y-intercept is -1. My slope is, oh wait, there's a 1 there. So 1 over 1. So I'm going to go graph it. Here we go. Again, you should know how to do this. So maybe you should pause the video and just give it a try on your own. I don't know. It's up to you. You want to do it with me? Do it with me. That's fine. So I'm going to start with -1 on my y-intercept, my y-axis, and I'm going to go up 1 and over 1 until I fill my whole graph with points. Go end to end. Again, you know why I like to do this, because if I'm graphing two lines, and I hit a point twice, then I know that that's the solution. I'm going to go down 1 and to the left 1 until I get all of these filled in. And remember, at the end, I do like to label both of my lines. I usually wait till the end. Alright, so here we go. My second equation, unfortunately, not as happy with that one because it's not in y equals form. So I'm going to have to do some moving around to get it into y equals form. Here's my y. Right, I got two things in the way, so it's a two-step equation. Get rid of any adding or subtracting. First, let's move this 4 onto the other side, but be careful. Do not combine those. Those are not like terms over here. I'm just going to rewrite. Remember, when we did literal equations, just a lot of rewriting. 4x plus 4 is 4x plus 4. That's it. Divide everything by 2. Everybody gets a little dividing by 2. And I get 4 divided by 2 is 2. X. 4 divided by 2 is another positive 2. And there we go. So this equation has a slope of 2 over 1 and a y-intercept of positive 2. So here we go. Starting with my y-intercept, because that's where I begin, right? And then I'm going to move up 2 and to the right 1, up 2 and to the right 1 until I fill my whole graph. Down 2 and to the left 1. Down 2 into the left 1. Ooh, I almost hit. Down 2 into the left 1. Hey, I hit a point. I'm going to circle it. I'm going to keep going. Down 2 into the left 1. Down 2 into the left 1. Down 2 into the left 1. And I'm done. Again, remember, you need to draw the lines in and arrowheads on both sides. I should draw my arrowheads on my pink equation. And again, let's label. Now that I graphed both, this is the first one I graphed. Y equals x minus 1. And my second graph, which is the blue graph, boop, is 2y minus 4 equals 4x. Again, label with the original equation always. And now my solution, that's this guy that I circled. Again, I like to circle it while I'm doing because it's like, oh, here it is right here. But I'm going to keep going and kept graphing until I finished. So this solution, right, remember, solution is going to be a point. What point is it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, -3, 1, 2, 3, -4. So x comes first, remember? -3 first, and -4. That's my solution. There we go, right there. Alright, pause the video if you need to. Finish up those graphs, and then let's do one solving using substitution method. Alright, in our last reviewing in terms of algebraically, we have to solve this algebraically, which means you have to show work. No calculator. I know. Alright, so let's solve it. Here we go. This one, and we've talked about this before, but we'll look at an example, right? This one we're going to solve, all we know how to do is solve algebraically with substitution method, which means we take one equation and we substitute it into the other equation. In order to do that, one of them has to be solved for a variable, and in this case, hey, look, they both are. I'm going to take one equation and plug it into the other equation. So right here it says y equals. I'm going to take this part. Let me erase this. Let's try it again. I see y equals. And I'm going to take this part and I'm going to plug it into where it says y. So this first equation says y equals 2x minus 1. But instead of y, I now know, right, that y equals it also equals x minus 1. So notice, right, instead of y, I wrote x minus 1. Just did a little quick substitution, right? took that whole expression and plugged it in for y. And there we go. And now look at me. I have a split variable equation. Again, it's a good idea to take a quick look. Again, good mathematicians, they make a plan. And I know it seems like, but Dr. Collins, you go so fast. I go so fast because I've had so much practice with this. And you will be fast when you have practice with this. But again, fast isn't really important. It's all about taking your time. So this is why I'm telling you. Take a good look at that equation before you start moving stuff around, because it'll save you some time. So again, I have variables on both sides. So let's get variables only on one side. How about that? I'm going to put a coefficient here. I'm going to move this guy because I happen to like when variables are on the left side. I don't know about you, but I do. 1 minus 2 is going to get me -1 in my calculator. I have a very small equation left. It's only going to take me 2 steps to solve it because x is right here and I have 2 things in the way. Then I'm going to get rid of adding and subtracting first. I get -1x equals 0. Interesting. I'm going to continue solving. -1 dividing by -1 on both sides. But again, 0 divided by -1 is just 0. But don't stop there. Remember, we have a system of equations. I have to solve for both variables. In this case, it does not matter which equation I use to get y, because, hey, both of them are pretty easy. I could use the first one or the second one, right? All I know is that x is 0. So there we go. I'm going to plug that whole right side into my calculator. 2 times 0 minus 1. That's easy, -1. So here's my answer. Another way to write my solution is as a point. Again, like the graph, right? 0, -1. And I'm done. And there we go. So again, do need to know not only keep up our graphing skills, but also how to solve algebraically using our substitution method. In class, you're going to be doing some more translating and solving using substitution method. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.